That's right, it's that time again. We're gonna take a look at some mods that are all about realism. And this will be the first one. It is the animated supply box. Pretty much a box that lets you store items just like you see in Half-Life 2. Well, except in Half-Life 2 you don't get to store anything, you just break it open. But now, you can totally open this by simply holding the Alt key and pressing E. And you can see there it is, the box does indeed open up. But you're gonna notice there's nothing in it because, well, this one's completely empty. This one, on the other hand, is going to have ammunition. As you can see, by holding down the Alt key and pressing E, you're gonna pull out some stuff. And there's quite a few things in there, which is pretty cool. There we had some Magnum ammo, got some crossbow bolts, some shotgun shells, some SMG ammo, and a grenade. And you can even see now that it's empty, and if you wanted to put this prop back in, well, hey, guess what? You can totally do that. Now, it's not too difficult. Just put the item near the box and then hold Alt and E, and you'll see it just kind of eats the item. And then if you try to open the box again, it'll then spit the item right back out. Now, I do want to test the limits of this. We're going to go ahead and try to put a giant barrel in there. All right, so the barrel's not going to fit. So it is intelligent enough to know to not put items that are just too big. But what about some good old propane? Yes, indeed, that does work. And you can see it just spits it right back out. Really fun mod. I really do enjoy this. Oh, and by the way, if you want to do it the old-fashioned way, you can totally just completely rip this box apart, and it will show some visible damage. Now, we also do have a different variety of boxes. We have an empty box. We have the ammo box, which is what we've already seen. Although sometimes it can come with other things. We have the Half-Life 2 item box. We have a Half-Life 2 junk box, which I assume is just gonna have a bunch of junk in it, although... What the hell was that doing in there? We have a little claw scanner just hanging out in there. And we even have a manhack. Are you kidding me? Too many flying things with sharp objects. We got the Half-Life 2 prop box. Should pretty much only have props. And we have the Half-Life 2 weapons box, which will give you entire weapons from Half-Life 2. That even includes some that weren't in the base game, like the slam we just got. Pretty cool stuff. Really, really fun mod, and I recommend everyone to test it out. Next up, we're gonna have to go into a bit of a low-light scenario here. We have the dynamically changing muzzle flash mod. A really cool mod that affects the muzzle flash of not just the AR2, but a bunch of other weapons, and I mean, you can even see it already. That gigantic glare beneath us, that is the mod in action. But it should also work, yep, against the walls as well. So any surfaces, you know, it can work on. And as the name does say, dynamic is definitely of its nature, because we can see that it's not always going to flash as bright. I mean, if we just kind of go full bore, it might be even more intense. But the best thing about this mod is it is fully customizable. You can go into the settings right here, and we can choose the muzzle flash brightness. You could choose other weapon muzzle flash brightness, and we can even choose the minimum and the maximum size of said brightness. Now, I do prefer to have the random option on just to make it more, well, dynamic, as the name says. And if we go to an SMG here, you can see, again, that muzzle flash. Really, really noticeable. It's kind of funny, like, now that I have it, I don't even really have to do a before and after to really see a comparison here. But of course, you guys know me, I love to do tests anyway. Here's what it looks like before. And here is what it looks like after. So definitely a change on the smaller side, but it's just enough to make it more realistic, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. So overall, I really do appreciate this mod. Next up, we have realistic inertial redux, and this is going to make it to where when you kill NPCs, they're not going to die in the way that they used to. Now, of course, I will have a before and after, but for now, let me just show you what the mod looks like so you get a good idea. So as we go ahead and shoot Odessa here, you can see the way he just kind of falls back. He doesn't exactly limp or go weird or anything. It's a bit more realistic in the sense that when you're getting shot and you go down, I mean, I guess that's more akin to what would really happen. Wow, this is getting morbid. Alright, let's go ahead and try a more heavy caliber weapon like the Magnum here. See that? How he just kind of flew back right there? Like, the force of the bullet is truly felt upon impact. and I'm a big fan of this. It makes it feel like the ragdoll interactions aren't as random, but again, more akin to what you'd expect from a weapon that is shooting this kind of load. But if you really like shooting loads, the gun you should be looking at is the shotgun. And the shotgun is definitely going to have the most impact here. With all those pellets, that inertia is going to be slamming straight into Odessa's face. Now, I think it's so funny because I didn't really know exactly how well this mod would work or how much it would change everything in Garry's mod. But just from looking at it right now, it's crazy how much it changes the interaction. Like, I know exactly how ragdolls interact in this game so well that seeing this is kind of strange almost because I'm so used to the old way. And I didn't think I would really see much of a difference, but oh god, am I wrong. Alright, why don't we go ahead and try some more weapons. We got the 9mm, and you're gonna notice there's not really much of an impact. He just kind of goes limp, and well, that's, I guess, more of what you'd expect from a small firearm like this. Next up, we have the crossbow. Pretty damn awesome, man. It is such an improvement over the typical Garry's Mod stuff, but why don't we go ahead and put it to the test. So here we have the before, and here we have the after. Next up in the final mod in today's video, we have improved ragdoll physics, and this is going to try to, well, improve the physics of ragdolls against hard surfaces and make them more realistic. And I thought, what better place to test that out on than Ragdoll Slaughter, and this is one of my favorite maps. I've done so many videos on it. Coming back to it is like meeting an old friend. Here we have Breen, you can see. I'm going to go ahead and set up some different camera angles here. Alright, so the first camera angle, I'm going to just go ahead and just, well, knock him down and see how it turns out. Oof, definitely did not look like that felt good at all. Let's go ahead and try Odessa, and we're also going to try a different angle to see if we get better results. Alright, here goes nothing. Alright, so these stairs are definitely a bit steeper than what you'd probably expect. You're also probably wondering why I'm showcasing this when one of the mods in this video is already kind of similar to this, and I did kind of want like a pick your poison style. One of them does affect the velocity in which the ragdolls go flying. This should in theory improve the actual physics of when the ragdoll does decide to go for a tumble. Now, I did make sure to turn off that other mod just so it wouldn't interfere with this one. But we can go ahead and kind of have a look at it. It should, in theory, make the NPCs realistically react with the environment. But hey, if I were you, why not try both of these mods on at the same time? Alright, sorry about the map change, guys. I thought that maybe this would be a better map. Those stairs on Ragdoll Slaughter were a bit too steep, and also my computer crashed from the Steam overlay. Valve, please fix this issue. Or Nvidia, both of y'all. Anyway, thankfully we did not lose the recording. Let's go ahead and see what we can expect. Alright, well that wasn't exactly what I was expecting. Alright, I'm gonna give him a bit of a toss. Let's see if this does help. Oh yeah, that's some tumbling action. Now it is important to understand that it's not only gonna affect them going downstairs. I just found that the best way to test this, considering that it's interacting with a lot of physics objects and it's moving. And, well, you can, of course, see this anywhere that the ragdoll moves, and that even includes, well, falling off of this edge here. Now, I am going to have a before and after, just so you guys can truly see for yourself what is truly what. Here's a before. And here's an after. And there you guys have it, 4 mods, all based around realism. I did try to go for a more professional approach. I'd love to hear what you guys think about that down below, as well as your thoughts on the video. And if you do want to leave a like or subscribe, that would be amazing. But, as always, links will be in the description. Use code NecrosVideos94 to save 20% off your next G Fuel order. And until next time, my friends, thanks for watching, and farewell.